I'm a therapist, and my patient is going to be the next school shooter. I've been treating Alex for almost a year now, but the vague threat started around Thanksgiving. He'd fallen in love with a girl named Emma, and she didn't feel the same way. Typical high school heartbreak. The problem was, he wouldn't back off. He kept asking her out, and she kept rejecting him. He ranted about her every week. She didn't appreciate him, she led him on, her friends mocked him, etc. I gently suggested that he give her some space, and he burst into a grandiose tirade about how all women are sluts. This wasn't the first time he's gotten angry. That's why his mom sent him to me in the first place. He had a history of outbursts and antisocial behavior, which led to other students alienating him. But this was the first time I felt afraid of Alex. There was a frenzied look in his eyes, like he wasn't really in control anymore. And it wasn't just anger. It was elation. When he came back the next week, he seemed much calmer, but that only made me more uncomfortable. I tried to casually comment that he seemed happier this week, and he told me that he had figured it all out. I asked him what that meant, and his only response was a slight smirk. You know that feeling in your gut when you know something is terribly wrong, but you don't want to believe it? That's the feeling that keeps me up at night. A few months ago, Alex was just an agitated teenager who struggled with making friends. He carried a lot of rage about his dad abandoning his family, but people can work through that stuff. That's what I'm here for. But now we're in a whole different realm. In last Wednesday's session, I did something I'm not proud of. Something that could cost me my job. I asked the school receptionist to interrupt our session and bring Alex outside for a phone call. The moment he left, I reached for his backpack and started digging. Regular stuff, like notebooks and binders. I flipped through the pages and found nothing but doodles and notes. What was I doing? I stuck my hand deeper into the bag and felt something. It was one of those old TI graphic calculators. I slid off the cover and tried my hardest to remember my algebra days from high school. PRGIM. That's where we used to goof around. The first program was called EMMA. I opened it up, heart pounding. And GT1. WHO. And GT2. Where? And GT3. When? I pressed 1. And GT, Emma, Christine, Sarah, Chris. After that, as many as possible. Need 20 plus for top 10. 2. And GT, probably chemistry. Maybe the library, when she's on her free period with the other bitches. 3. And GT, December the 17th. Right before Christmas, like Newtown. Ruins the holiday for everyone. Hand sweating, I reached for my phone to take a photo. And that's when the door opened. What are you doing? Alex lunged forward and grabbed the calculator. Alex, we need to. You can't go through my stuff, he mumbled. Then he packed his bag and stormed out of the room. Shit. I thought to myself. Shit, shit, shit. I called the police first. They came over to interview me and said they'd take the report very seriously. They asked if I took photos of the calculator. Nope. 5 more seconds would have made all the difference. Then I talked with the school. They said they'd work with the police to investigate. But last night, the police informed me that they had completed their investigation and found nothing of concern. Of course they didn't. Alex knew I'd report him, so he hid everything. Shit. We have our next session tomorrow, the last one before December 17th. He still hasn't cancelled. Patient number 107, file 1 of 3. /, a part 2 /.